Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about the Colourpop palette that I built by buying single eyeshadows. So this is sort of part two. If you didn't see the first part, I can just briefly summarize it for you so that you don't have to watch that video too. But what I decided to do was, I used to have a lot of single eyeshadows. I used to have MAC, Anastasia, Makeup Geek. I don't have any of those anymore because they had to be thrown out because they were old. So I built two palettes, one by A2O Lab, which I talked about in yesterday's video, so refer to that one if you're interested in that, and this other one by Colourpop. And what I'm going to use these for is if I buy a pre-made palette from someone and it doesn't have colors in it that I need, like it doesn't have a certain crease shade or it doesn't have a certain brow bone highlight shade, or if it needs a specific lid shade, if it needs something to go with it, these are the palettes that I'm going to draw from to complete the look, because not every palette has got everything you need in it. Sometimes, actually lately, a lot of people are making palettes in a specific color family, and you may not want to do a monochromatic look. So that's what this is anyway. So I got some more single shadows in. I couldn't get these all at once because, So the first time I ordered 10 matte neutrals. Okay, so those were kind of boring, but like the workhorse shadows of the palette. This time I got some metallics and some things with color, and well, you'll see as we go. So the ones on the top are the ones that I started off with. And then these ones on the bottom row and these right here are what I ordered. Now you can see I still have a little bit of space left in this palette, so at some point, not anywheres in the near future, but at some point I may want to add in it looks like I can fit maybe 5 more shadows in there, depending on how they're arranged. So at some point I'll probably, add in another 5 just to get utilize as much of the space on this palette as possible. But I'm pretty happy with the palette just the way it is now. I feel like I have every color in here that I would ever need in order to complete a look from another palette. So let's talk about what I got the second time around here, because this is way more interesting than the ones that I started off with. But you have to have some matte neutrals if that's the purpose of the palette. But these are the ones that, I was most looking forward to. Okay, so this is, let me make sure I hold this up here. I don't want to drop anything. So this is Liar Liar. And actually, why don't I set this palette, now that you've seen it, let me set this palette down so that I don't drop it. Okay, so this is Liar Liar. And this is a metallic pale pink. And that's what it looks like swatched. And I did use that today. That is what I have as my brow bone highlight, my inner corner highlight, and the inner 1/3 of my lids. So beautiful, beautiful shade. And that's what it looks like blended out. You could even use this if you were traveling or something. You could even use that like as a face highlight if you wanted to. And then the next one is called Let Me Explain. This is a metallic ivory. So it's a gold. It's pretty much a gold. And that I have on in the outer the middle part of my lids. Because I did put it on like the outer 2/3, but then I put something else on top of it so you wouldn't be able to see it. But so that's Let Me Explain. Yeah, I wanted a couple of light shimmery colors for sure. Okay, the next one is Top Notch, and this is a matte terracotta brown. So that kind of goes along with the ones that I chose the first time around, sort of a you know, necessary neutral type of thing. This one is one of the few ones that I've actually had before. When Colourpop first launched their single eyeshadows, I just chose 4, and this was one of them. So I've had this before. This is called Come and Get It, and this is a duochrome rose with a gold dip. And it is gorgeous. So if you like rose golds, really, really pretty. Okay, and next is Wait For It. This is a matte hot peach. So as you can see, when you put it on your skin, it deepens up a little bit. So that's kind of deceiving because it doesn't look that deep in the pan. But on the skin, it does deepen up a bit. So I wanted to have a peach, a matte peach in there, or like a medium matte peach. And the next one is called Silver Lining. No, your eyes aren't playing tricks on you. That is a purple. Why did they call it silver lining? I have no idea. It doesn't make sense, does it? This is a matte, dusty purple. Okay, so next is Goody Two Shoes, and this is a metallic gunmetal. So I wanted to make sure I had one of those in there because I do really like those kind of colors, and they're usually pretty flattering on my skin tone. And I wanted to include a couple of blues. So the first one of the blues that I got is called Piece of Cake, and this is described as a matte dusty indigo. Indigo? No, I wouldn't say dusty indigo. I just wouldn't. Some of the color descriptions that they do, I don't know. Yeah, no way is that indigo. So that's Piece of Cake. And then the other blue that I got is called Lost and Found. And this is a matte sky blue. Remember that light blue cream eyeshadow stick that I showed you in yesterday's video? Well, that's going to pair up really nice with this, I think. So that's Lost and Found. Not that pigmented, so good thing I have that eyeshadow stick. I can put that underneath that and make it pop. Okay, we're getting down here. So the next one is called Sidetracked, and it is a matte terracotta with gold flecks. What? Why not just make it matte terracotta? But then I got Top Notch, which doesn't have the gold flecks in it, so wanted to have, I guess, one with shimmer in it and one without. So this is pretty. If I tilt it, Hopefully you can see the gold flecks kind of jumping out there. So that's sidetracked. Okay, now you can probably see the gold flecks in there. So that's pretty. And then last but not least is Issues. And Issues is a matte pastel peach, which I think is going to pair really nice for the Wait For It shade that I showed you earlier. I'll show you what they look like side by side after I swatch this. Ooh, that's really pigmented. Okay, so Issues. Wow, it swatched really pigment, but then applied not so much. But yeah, look at how pretty these two are going to look together. So those are what I bought to maybe not complete the palette, but you know, part 2 there. So we still got a few slots left, so I'm going to wait on that. Before I let you go, I just wanted to tell you that I've been so inspired lately. I've got some different things planned for my future videos, and I'll tell you more about that when I see you again, but I'm pretty excited about some of the videos that are coming up, because it's not good to fall into a rut and, you know, do the same thing all the time. And I know that I've had some repetitive things lately. Like I started off talking about this, then I did a part 2 to it, but I couldn't get all these all at one time, so that's why I had to break it up. And then I had multiple Shop Miss A hauls, but those are really great because, you know, cost effective wise, that way I can try a whole bunch of stuff at the same time. By the way, I did want to mention something on my face that I talked about in yesterday's video that I just tried for the first time. The AOA Cream Sheer, the AOA Hush Cream Sheer Blush in Cozy. That is what I have on today, and I really like this. You could build it up to be more intense than what I have on, but I really liked this. And cream blushes are so hit and miss, aren't they? And this is really nice. And I kind of like played around with putting more on my hand and blending it, and it blended really nice. That would be great for travel too, because it's not very big. I mean, look at how small that is. But it's only $1. But yeah, I like this. So thumbs up on that. So I will see you most likely tomorrow. The only reason why I posted a video today and yesterday is because I was trying to make up for the fact that I didn't post any Thursday or Friday because of Thanksgiving and then Black Friday. So now we're all square again. So thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.